Hey guys, so I am vlogging today. I'm on my way to go get my car washed, and it's gonna be a bit of a drive because it's on the side of town where I used to live with my mom. I have a monthly, like a unlimited monthly like car wash thing with this car wash near my mom's house. I'm gonna change it over to another car wash after this month is over because I don't live over there anymore. I really don't even go on that side of town anymore. But yeah, I still have to change it over. But like, I'm going to be starting a new one when the next month starts over. I want to get my money's worth out of this month remaining. So during this coronavirus thing, I'm not able to work at my regular job, so I drive for Uber. And last night was my first, like, I would say full-time shift because for the week prior, I would only go out for like 3 hours at a time. I would hit my $50 mark that day and go home. But I really wanted to make $100 every day that I went out to drive. But sometimes I got lazy and I wouldn't go back out. So this week I'm like, okay, let me try to hit $100 every night that I go out. Like $100. I want that shit at $100, and I want to drive at least five nights, 5 times a week. And I want to hit that $500 mark. So last night I went driving and I made $110. I'm gonna insert my thing for the for that night tonight. This is gonna be my first edited video that I'm gonna put up. So you guys, I got my fingers crossed right now. What else? Oh, and I'm also gonna be stopping at the store to get a couple things. I just need some chapstick. I literally just used my last chapstick yesterday. It was yesterday, and that thing was on its last leg. It was from Burt's Bees. It was the pomegranate flavor. I love Burt's Bees. It is a little bit expensive, but it's worth it. Because for me, regular chapstick, just my skin, my lips just absorb it. Like my lips, I'll put it on and 5 minutes later it's gone. Or you take a couple sips of your drink and it's gone. With Burt's Bees or EOS, you put that on and you can take a couple sips of your drink. You can not drink anything and it'll be on for quite some time. And then even when it does go into your skin, it's like you still feel the effect. Like you don't feel ashy on your lips. So another thing, I'm also don't ride me too hard on my hair. This is a sew-in with a closure, and yes, the closure is slipping. Tonight I'm going to be removing the closure. I'm going to be tightening up some of my wefts, and then I'm going to be washing my scalp right here, because this is the only thing that itches, this right here. And I think some of the flakes have like mixed in with the grease from my scalp and like got like caked into the lace somewhere. So I'm gonna have to wash the closure and the lace and reinstall it once it's dry. I do my own hair and I'm so glad for that. Like my sisters and I, I would say me and my little sister Jessica, we do our own hair and we do each other's hair too. Like she braids my hair down so that, why am I in this lane? Like I don't gotta go that way. I gotta get all the way over. But she braids down my base so that I can do my sew-ins. I can't braid for anything. She braids her hair. She braids, like, she does long braids for me if I need. She does her own long braids. She does my mom's braids. I do the sew-ins for my sister if she wants them. And I'm also thinking about going back into like selling bundles, just because I don't think necessarily right now is the perfect time to sell them, but right now is the perfect time to just like go ahead and like stock back up. But yeah, don't ride me too hard. I know that my closure is slipping back a little bit. It's just that I got in at like 5 in the morning. I think it was 6 in the morning. I got home at 6. I got home at 6 because I stopped driving at 5. Got home at 6 o'clock, and I was tired, y'all. I was exhausted. I was like, yeah, it's time to go home. What else? So last night, it was a really weird night. So yes, it was my first full shift night, but the rides I was getting was so weird. Like the first ride, I'm only gonna talk about the most memorable ones. There was the one ride I was picking up near the Altamont Hospital where I was actually born, and it was this woman and her son, and she was talking to me the whole time about so it was going to be 3. It was going to be 2 stops and then the final stop. So I was taking her to work. She had overslept, so I was taking her to work at her job at 7-Eleven. Oh, this is a merge lane. Why am I in this lane? Oh my god, I'm slipping. I am slipping, y'all. And then she was like, you're gonna be taking my son to the next 7-Eleven over, like down the street. He's gonna get some snacks and stuff, and then you're gonna be taking them home. I was like, okay. Taking them back where you got us from. And I was like, okay, whatever, fine. She talked to me She talked to me the entire time. And then, like, when I dropped her off, the kid just said nothing. I was like, oh, okay. And then I took him to 7-Eleven, and I guess her older son works inside of there. And I was picking up him and the kid, again, to take them back. And she gave me a $5 tip. So it was a pretty good ride. What else? The ride after that was like, I picked her up right down the street. Okay, and let me also say this too. It's funny because I had been watching reviews, like whenever I start to go back to do Ubering and stuff like that, I always go look at reviews just to see what's out there, just to see what people are saying, to see if there's any new threads, because people do crazy stuff that makes you not want to do this anymore. So one guy that I watch like funny videos of, like he'll post funny videos of like things that happen to people while they're Ubering. And wow, that just rode past me. Let me see if I can I don't think I can turn the camera around while it's recording. If I can, I just don't know that I can, but it's a truck that says Bros with Hose, just like that. BROSWITHOES, Bros with Hose. I don't know what that's about. Oh, Bros with Hose. Okay, it says plant company. Okay, I guess it's like a landscaping company. I don't fucking know. It's a cool setup. But the next, okay, so yeah, the guy was like, oh, there's not a lot of rides through Uber right now because a lot of people aren't really going places. Like right now, people that Uber have to find other means of like making money. So that's why he's making a video about Instacart and like what was going on with Instacart. A lot of drivers were quitting and stuff already. And I was like, dang, I'm so glad I didn't do the Grubhub and the Instacart and things like that, because it just seems like it would be a huge hassle just because of the whole coronavirus thing. So he was saying that a lot of people aren't getting rides with Uber right now. Me, when I tell you, every night, every time I go out, I get ride after ride after ride after ride. Like before I even drop off the person I have in my car, they're like, hey, do you want to accept the next ride? And I'm like, yeah, sure, add it onto the queue. I just be driving, y'all. You don't even notice how long you've been driving unless you're looking at the clock, because like you are constantly getting another person in your car, and you're just like, oh, like you just keep getting them. And for the most part, everyone is fine, like everyone's okay. Like for the most part, people get in the car, they sit as far away from you as they can, they don't say much, they just say a hi and bye, how's your night, how's your day, whatever, and you just talk to them a little bit and that's it. And I've also been getting longer rides. I know that was an issue when I was originally driving. like, I would get so many stop and go rides, but that was near the UCF area, which is a college town, so kids were just going from dorm or housing to the bar and back. So yeah, it was terrible. But now that I'm more like I'm more capable to drive than I was when I first got my car and license, I'm more comfortable with driving, but I'm still more comfortable with driving at night because there's a lot less cars and everyone's it's a lot more predictable because there's not a lot of cars on the road, so my anxiety levels aren't up like that. So it's been pretty good for me. Like, I made $100 in 7 hours. I made $110 in 7 hours. So that's not bad. That would be like $15 and change per hour. That's not bad at all. And yeah, don't come to me with the, oh my god, after maintenance and blah 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 blah, it's only amount to this whatever. I don't care. It's better than nothing. Like, I don't have to go to the corner and sell my vajayjay to make money. So I'm happy. As long as I don't gotta do that, I am happy, because I'm like, girl, ugh. But yeah, so I've been doing pretty good. Last week I made like $300 something. I can't remember. I'm just gonna post, like, put in this video how much I made for the hours that I drove, just to give you guys like a little bit of information of how this has been going for me. Just because I've been like trying my hard, like, not my hardest, now I'm trying my hardest. Last week I was just going out whenever I felt like it, just because I was bored, like, hey, I'm gonna go driving. So yeah, what else? I've also been sad because, like, not social media, YouTube has not been as great, because all the celebrities, because I love celebrity gossip. I'm so sorry, but I love celebrity gossip. I love a good juicy story. Shit be funny. Shit be having me rolling. It's literally like, the more money some of these people make, the more shit they got going on that does not need to be going on. But yeah, I still be watching this shit. It's hilarious. So that's not been as great, but they're still finding shit to talk about. I have several people that I watch religiously, just to get information on what's going on out there. I watch this more than I don't even watch the news. Let me not lie. I don't watch the news at all. I do not own a TV. Anything that I get information wise is from social media, or like if I go ahead and look it up. That's it. What else? Okay, so I'm also gonna start, I know this is like the craziest time, but better late than never, because I was trying to save before and everything was going wrong. I'm gonna make a video about that later down the line when I'm more comfortable. But yeah, now that I live with my dad and he pays all the bills by himself. He doesn't need any help. He just wants us to be safe and happy and focus on our schooling. Because my sister and I, well, all three of us are in school right now. My middle sister is on, like, I think she's in her final years of college. My other sister and I, we just started college. She's gonna be finished sooner. I'm going for a completely different degree, so it's gonna take longer for me. I'm going to be an accountant, so I'm going to Seminole State College for my, so right now I'm going for my associates in finances, but later down the line I'm going for my bachelor's. They say the more you get for this, the more you can get paid, the better jobs you can get. So yeah, I'm trying to go as high as I can. I'm trying to get as much as I can. And I also want to do like a story time about how I got back into school, because this is not my first time in college. I originally went to college years ago and I like stopped going. I'll do a video about that as well. I have so many different ideas, y'all, like so many different ideas about what to do videos about. I just had not made videos in so long. Like, I didn't want to make a video in a bad environment. I didn't want to keep making videos in different spaces and y'all be like, dang, what's going on? So yeah, right now is the perfect timing because of the coronavirus. I am at home a lot more, and to be honest with y'all, it's the only thing that's bothered me, because before this coronavirus thing, my life was work, home, school, work on my laptop, because I'm an online school student. So it was work, home, school, work on my laptop, grocery store. That's it. I didn't do anything else. Like, I really didn't do anything else. For the most part, I was single, so I wasn't really going anywhere. I wasn't really doing anything extra. So it's like, that's how my life is now. The only thing that hasn't changed is whenever I do go out to get something, like from the store, I can't go at 3 in the morning like I used to, because there was nobody out there. I have to go when everyone else goes, and it's disgusting, y'all. This is why I used to go at a late time, because people are nasty. People don't give a shit. They don't care. What else? Oh my gosh. We are gonna be there in maybe 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, back to the Uber talk. So for the most part, everyone asks, oh my god, how are you keeping up with this whole COVID-19 thing for Ubering? And I'm just like, it's not bad. Like, people are not staying in their houses. Like, I live here in Florida. If you have not gotten that yet, I live in Florida, and Florida is a special breed, y'all. I am born and raised here. We got common sense, but there's a lot of people that move here for whatever reason, and they give us a bad name. They give us a terrible name. What's going on? This man is towing a car, and it sounds like the brake is on. You hear that? It sounds like the brake is on. I really want to get from behind. Oh, they're going over the train tracks. I really want to get from behind them. I don't want this thing to scoot off and me being right behind him, the car hit me. But yeah, it's been hectic. 2020, I'm sure for everybody right now, has been pretty hectic, but for me it's not been as hectic as for others. Like I said, I don't go anywhere. I don't have any kids, so I don't have to homeschool anybody. I was already an online student, so that didn't change. Just for registering for my next semester was weird, because now it's all online, and I gotta get all my books. Oh, that's a police officer. Oh my gosh. So that truck that was towing that car that I was scared was gonna come off, the car is like leaning into the lane next to them, so it's been hard for everyone to get over. So this black Jeep type of SUV thingy just tried to go by, and it stopped because the car kept swerving into that lane. The lights came on in that car so fast. It was an undercover police officer. I said, oh. I said, well, my goodness. That was a turn of events. That was very interesting. Oh my god, here's another. Oh my goodness, can I get through there? Can I get through the back streets, please? Because I don't feel like doing this. Oh no, I can't, bitch. Oh my god. But yes, y'all, for me, it's not been very hard, because I honestly, y'all, when I said I've been catching up on my sleep, ooh, my dad even come home and see me sleep like something wrong with me, because he's so used to me going to work and being like gone at work all the time. But oh my god, I'm not gonna get through. Anxiety is setting in. Cause now ain't nobody finna let me in. Everybody finna just look at me like I'm crazy and just not let me in, child. Like, these people be terrible. But yeah, people in Florida is not staying home. They doing whatever they want to do. They going wherever the hell they want to go. They is not listening. And like I said, every night that I've been driving, people been going everywhere. People been going to wherever. Like, yeah, people go to work and stuff. I've been picking them up from work and all. But thank you. Okay, good. But the other people, I be picking them up. It's like they be coming from they be coming from their boyfriend, girlfriend house, their little booty call house, and I'm like, oh, so y'all just don't care, huh? All right. But yeah, it's been interesting. People be telling me their little stories, and I'm like, I ain't asked for all that. I just want you to sit back and take the ride. All right. But yeah, I've been relaxed, y'all. I've been getting more and more sleep. Like, I've been sleeping. I got so caught up in my sleep, y'all. And me and my sister, we keep our wine in stock all the time. This man literally throwing trash down the drain on the side of the road. People be doing silly shit. So this is why I hate living over here. Well, I don't live over here, but when I used to, I hated it because it was so dirty. People do not appreciate nothing over here. Like, it's been so many times I'll be driving down the street and it's just somebody throw a whole bag of food, like whole bag, you know, like when you go to the a fast food place, like say if you go to McDonald's and all the little trash you have in the bag at the end, you're supposed to throw in the trash. They'll just collect it all in the bag and just throw it out the window and keep on going. And I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Like, why would you do that? But it is what it is. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. If I am, I will add it into the video. I'm like, this video wasn't going to be very interesting. I already knew that. I just wanted to clue y'all in on what's going on. I'm going to be going crazy with the edits for this video because, like I said, it's going to be the first time that I've ever edited anything. Oh, and today is, what's today? I think it's the 22nd or the 21st. I think it's the 22nd. Oh, and I also want to do a review on the Emmanuel Hudson and the Spoken Reasons debacle that's going on, because I found that very interesting, because I remember when this all went down, I just didn't know the backstory. I just was seeing a lot of shit and I was like, why'd I just turn? I need to go what is wrong with me? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad I have plenty of gas, girl. But yeah, it's just crazy because I remember seeing like a part of the asking all the questions video that they did. I might as well just turn around, honey, because I sure do need to turn around. I don't know what made me do that. Oh shit, and cars will be coming back. Something is wrong with me. I'm gonna edit so much shit out of here. But yeah, I remember seeing that go down, but I didn't see all the stuff that they're talking about in the background. So this is very interesting. I'm gonna talk about that later. But for now, like, just gonna keep vlogging and show y'all what I'm doing. Bye. That car right there, you see that blue stuff on the ground? Those are gloves. And that brown thing, that's a paper towel. That car just like I was talking to y'all earlier, saying that it's dirty over here because people be doing that. Every time I come out over here, when I used to live over here, I would always see somebody just nonchalantly throw stuff out the window. And then it's like, we're stuck here for a while. So you sitting here, he just did that right in front of all of us. I'm like, that is so nasty.